Recently, I tackled something I'd been avoiding, my wardrobe. Most mornings I'd stand there and think, oh, I have nothing to wear. Not because there weren't options, but because I couldn't see clearly. There was too much in there. Whether I was preparing for a leadership session, facilitating a strategy day, or heading to a catch up, the indecision was really dragging me down. And that kind of friction, small but persistent, it really chips away at your energy and it adds invisible weight to your day. So I reset my space. Why? Well, because how we show up starts with how we feel and how we prepare to feel. Gravitas isn't in what we say, it's in how we carry ourselves. Feeling centered and aligned in what we wear gives us one less thing to worry about. It's an act of self leadership, in my view, and a building block for adaptive stability. Clutter, it isn't just stuff, it's actually noise in our lives, and leaders need clarity. A foundational study by Princeton Neuroscience Institute found that clutter actually competes with our attention, making it harder to focus, to absorb information, and to stay calm under pressure. And in leadership, clarity is really a non negotiable. When your space is pulling at your attention, it has an impact on your presence and your decision making and the steadiness that others look to you for. Steve Jobs understood this. He had a minimalist approach, but it wasn't about sterile design, it was about freeing cognitive space. He chose simplicity, not just in product design, but also in his personal life and his business strategies, so he could focus on what mattered: vision, innovation, and connection. And this philosophy was evident in his iconic uniform of black turtlenecks and jeans, as well as Apple's product designs and its marketing. His home was also described as sparsely furnished, with a focus on just the essential items. Here's something worth noticing. If someone owns an empty bird cage, they're more likely to buy another bird than throw the cage away. That's what's called the birdcage effect. And it's a psychological pattern where we hold on to things we no longer need. Instead of just letting go, we justify their presence by adding more complexity. And we make ourselves fit the clutter rather than clearing the space. In leadership, this shows up in subtle but significant ways. It might be holding on to legacy systems, unnecessary meetings, or outdated responsibilities simply because they're familiar. As organizing expert Courtney Carver put it, clutter is the physical manifestation of unmade decisions fueled by procrastination. In other words, clutter clouds your vision, it competes with your leadership. As leaders, we make hundreds of decisions a day, but when we defer the personal ones about our environment, our systems, our self care, they quietly drain the energy we need for bigger calls. To lead with adaptive stability, we should resist the urge to fill the cage, the bird cage. Letting go, it isn't wasteful, it's actually strategic. It's an act of clarity and of self respect. Where else could a small reset shift in your leadership and your energy? Your desk, does it invite focus or feed distraction? Your digital world, how's your inbox? Is it a resource or a stressor? Your meeting setup, is it aligned with your leadership presence? Every detail either supports your calm center or it erodes it. So you don't need a weekend to overhaul everything. You could start with just some small steps like this: a weekly 15-minute reset every Friday or Monday. Clear what's cluttering your physical and digital space. Start fresh, end strong. Create a capsule wardrobe that works for you. Choose 5 to 7 go to outfits that reflect your leadership presence and feel like you. Keep them where you can see them and access them easily. Ask one powerful question of your space. Does this energize me or drain me? And if it energizes you, great. If it drains you, remove it, especially if it's clutter. Reorganize it if it's useful but chaotic. Replace it if no longer supports you. And even something as simple as changing a chair that's hurting your back can unlock more focus and ease your day. Ready for a quick check in? Where in your environment do you feel hesitation, drag, friction, or depletion? Now imagine how it would feel if that same space supported you instead. So I'm not talking about perfection. It's about intention because the truth is if your space is part of your strategy. It's an anchor for adaptive stability. When your environment reflects the leader you want to be, your mindset and your performance follow. So what kind of space do you need to lead at your best? And are you making it a priority?